Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In this episode, I am 12 gigs away from my hard drive being full. What's the matter with me? I don't know. But yeah, how you doing? How's it going? Hello. It's a very respectable 9:23 p.m. I know what you're thinking. Doesn't that mean we only have an hour until I have to go for stream? Yeah, so this episode better not be an hour. If it is, I will most likely just be late for stream by like 5 minutes, and that'll be fine. You'll hear me stop, type a message to the Discord saying, hey, Monster Train late, I will be late. And yeah, that'll be the end of it. But I'm also out of breath. I just got done working out. I know, I'm turning over a new leaf. You may remember I went through that. I talked about going through that content drought. Generally, I was like, I wasn't working out. I wasn't really doing much, but I'm feeling better. I feel like things, especially with Griftlands were releasing. Oh my god, am I okay? Griftlands releasing officially today. I'm gonna spend a little time playing through that game. Speaking of, I will have some of that up today. Griftlands is probably gonna go into the Monster Train highlight slot because I'm out of Monster Train highlights. I finished them all. So in terms of content for the channel, it's going to be we're shifting a little bit away from Monster Train. This series will still be here every day at 2:30. At 5:30, I will be playing Griftlands most likely. And thank you for your feedback in yesterday's episode. And then I'll have Subnautica highlights at 8:30. Lots to go over at the start of this episode, but June is a shifting month, which is exciting. Other than that, I'll be streaming Griftlands later tonight and probably for the next few weeks. Game looks pretty fun. I did a little check of it. I might actually play it tonight for me, not tonight for you. I'm not certain yet. Anything else? I think that's it. Still deck builders, but if you're watching me solely for Monster Train, there's going to be a little less Monster Train content. However, this series will still be here. And yeah. Yesterday's episode, the second run also, if you haven't seen it, we had a little powwow in my Discord. Someone made it to the Divinity on that run, but was unable to beat it with Rejuvenating Sentient, which is a little interesting as well. All right, I think that's everything that I want to update you on. As for my question for you today, I told you I would ask you the one that Fish gave me yesterday, but I wanted to ask about episode lengths. The question that I was given as a good one that I thought was cool is, what is the best gift you've received? You can also answer this with best gift you've given. For me, personally, I think it might be socks, dude. It's last Christmas, my parents got me like a 12-pack of fun socks, and they have been, I love them. I wake up in the morning, even though it's getting to be warm, and I go, yo, I'm gonna put on some fun socks, and then it's warm, and I go, man, I gotta take these off, but it was fun. It's that or this chair, because I wasn't gonna get a chair for a while, and so my, it was a friend got me just like a nice office chair. Been great for the posture, great for the health. All right, enough talking. I have talked a lot, but I had a lot to say this time. Happens like that sometimes. Let's get to it, shall we? We have a good looking starter here. I'm very happy about these starting cards. I'm liking spell weakness from cards a lot more in the DLC. I've been finding, especially Urchin Spines, I feel like this is the sort of card you can maybe not build around, but we can invest in this card and it'll pay off, especially with Crystallis. Let's get to it, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today we're Stygian Awoken. We got Pushback Talos. I'm not tabbed in, that's why there's no hover. Pushback Talos, Darkness Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Crystallis, Steel Enhancer, and Urchin Spines. These are three really good starting cards, because it's two cards that are free, and it's a high impact, high cost card that also combos with Urchin Spines. As like good incant sources and a good damage source, it's like, we're really strong to start with. We're even stronger with Precious Plating. Petrified Crucible, if we were Awoken main, probably. Precious Plating, though, I am happy to grab and play. What Precious Plating means, especially with our starting cards, is we can slam early pack shards, look for something big. Conduit Tethys, you'll love to see it. This run's looking great. Wow, these are three really good relics also. I believe it's Vapor Funnel. I believe very much that our best choice here is Vapor Funnel. Why do I believe that? It's Root Split Mask is okay, but I think that we are not going to want to be rooting enemies. We're not going to be doing floor-wide damage. In my opinion, with Root Split Mask, you want to be doing floor-wide damage to make use of Root Split Mask, like a sweep card or a card that does damage to all enemies, like Glimmer. That way you can hit 2 or double dip, right? You double dip in your Glimmer hits, or you double dip in your sweep hits to catch an enemy, like a 100 health enemy that would walk up with 30, gets caught, and you don't lose anything for having them caught. In this regard, I don't think this run's going to do that. Emblem of the Exiles, we're probably going to be playing a unit that scales its health anyway, so I'm going to pick Vapor Funnel. Really strong start, like really strong start. I very much feel good about this one. Happy to grab the trial because of our cards. It's +4, so it's like it's a little scary. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like early game with Conduit Tethys is frightening. I did like if the infused enemy were the foot soldier, we would be in a lot of pain here. However, just roll good is my official statement. As long as I draw Crystallis on one of the next 2 turns, yeah, we're absolutely fine. Because now I will just replace this Train Steward upon his death, most likely. Will Urchin Spine's the boss. Everything should be hunky and or dory. Doesn't really matter what I do here. This is a combat with the boy behind. However, we also have 80 pyre health, so it's not a huge issue. I can't kill this enemy, right? I have no source of ping. Correct. So this is the actual fear. That enemy that won't die. 31. I need to get you below 15. I can do 12, which puts you at -23, which puts you at 17. I'm committing Urchin Spines to save 7 versus Urchin Spines, which is going to give me... I think that saving 7 is a bait here. I think it's better to Urchin Spines the bottom floor enemy. I feel like long-term, accounting for how this is going to go, right? When you look at it, this wave is going to walk. But if I Crystallis it, this wave is going to walk because this 9/1 shatters my defenses, right? That's the truth of it, basically. This 9/1 is going to punch right through me. Yeah. Like, if you look at it, from that angle, this 9/1 kills me in 2 rounds. So we have a total of like 20, 40 damage, maybe? No, like 30 damage even. If I were to not. And then this wave walks up at like 120. If I didn't have the Crystallis in my draw pile, I think you probably play top 4 there, but Urchin Spining like that saves me more damage long term. Tornado's good. The end. Ice Tornado's a good card here. I'm happy to take Glimmer. Yeah, I'm happy to take Glimmer here. Wow. How lovely. Yeah, this is just everything you would want. I would like... I think that... Let's take a look ahead. We already have Glimmer. I feel a little bit more inclined to take Siren of the Sea because we have Glimmer. We already have the backline solution in case we don't see Shark again. Whereas we don't have the long-term scaler. And I don't want Rage Siren here because Tethys is going to be on the floor. So I want to just play 2 Sirens plus Tethys strats. Is my thinking. Endless, but I can't take it. Huh. Taking a quick look ahead here. Elvent here. Elvent here. Temple at the end. Okay, I'll take Shark. I wanted to think about taking and infusing Siren of the Sea there, but I don't think so. Most likely we will... the way that I see it right now, we're going to... I mean, it'd be nice to go here, but we're probably going to go Steel Shop and take an Awoken unit to infuse on the Siren, or just skip it. But we're going to look for multi-strike. And then we will go Maybe just duplicate self-infused shark right here, and then we'll go without an infusion on the siren. That's my feeling. Because maybe there was a 25 in there, but I don't think there was. I know there was an endless. This trial is... We have Frozen Lance. Like, we have so many cards that answer the turn 1 if it's really bad, so I'm happy to do this. Yeah, even Crystallis answers the turn 1 well enough, I feel. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So... Just go Tethys here. Doesn't matter who goes first. And Crystallis, the point of consideration here is where do we put the shark? And I think it's bottom floor. Yeah, I think so. He'll just handle the next 2 waves. Also, pretty sure, not 100%, but because this is a haste combat, I think we just use the incant from Urchin Spines there because we won't see it again ever. Maybe there's a world where we do. Nice. Good draws make me feel pretty happy with my choices made here. Yeah, and we'll just heal our Siren up. Great. Excellent combat. Glad I took the trial. It wasn't guaranteed to be good, but it was good. Nice Ice Tornado. Sick. Ice Tornado gives us an extra turn to scale because the Siren isn't super strong. She's a lot better now that I got to have 1 more turn, though. Yeah, she wasn't... She was close, which is good that I went for the Ice Tornado. Nice. Great early game. Like, very, very good. I feel like 95... You know, talk about it every time. 95% of this game is the first 3 combats, I feel. Define your strategy, get through the early game, and execute it. Offering Token is good. Crypt Builder is also pretty good, though. Eventually it becomes free. I could also take Energy Siphon. I said I like these spell weakness cards, and it's not bad. Yeah, let's go Energy Siphon. Usually I would pick Offering Token there. Let's go Energy Siphon. And I'm happy to take a ping here. I think Vinegrass... I know Steel Enhancer is good, but I think Vinegrass offers a lot of flexibility, especially in the pushback Talos. I'm happy to just grab it. Not a usual take there, but I value it a little bit higher than the Steel Enhancer and Glimmer since we already have those. We will follow through. Plus 25, Large Stone. So here's the conundrum. Oh, there is no conundrum. There's actually a temple here. Oh, but my temple is dedicated already. So here's the conundrum. If I take a unit from Talos, I got a hair in my mouth. 1 sec. There we go. If I take a unit from Talos, I'm sitting on it for 4 combats to infuse it onto the Siren. I think that it's... So it's like the conundrum here is if I don't use one of Quick or Sweep, I am going without an infusion. However, taking an infusion right now means that I'm going to be going through combats 4 and 5 at 65 packed shards, which is also not ideal. I don't think Quick is worth it in that case, and I will press skip. I think that if I weren't doing the Shark self-infuse, I would maybe go for Quick there, just because why not? But I'm not doing Large Stone because I don't want to drop 110 on it here. We're rolling for anything but Quick. Sick. Really good. I do find myself, often I fall victim to being stuck in my ways in these combats. What is this? This is an upgrade that's actually really sick, isn't it? Hang on. Isn't this really cool? Because this gives size down and stats, right? If I do nothing here. What if I do that? Hang on. Okay. Shift the plan just a little bit. Follow me here. You see where I'm going with this? You probably see where I'm going with this. What if size down, Hellvent, Hellvent, Hellvent. Dude, that's not even that good. It's just, I guess it's 4? I can potentially play 4 Siren of the Seas. Is it bad? Is that bad? Let's give it a shot. I think it's bad. I think Wingmaker is just better. Wingmaker also gives us Hef in the late game, and I can just slap Trample onto one of my Sirens. But let's do this, because I've never done this. Yeah, give me the +10 -1. So sure. Yeah, I guess, right? Like it's not incant armor 2. It is not incant armor 2. It's a little strange, but maybe it's sick. I think it might be terrible. But I can't, in my mind, I think about this run and I go, I'm not really sure. So I want to give it a whirl here, if you will. You will allow me such an indulgence. I guess I missed 3 damage on that enemy, but I'm not too afraid. Yeah, now we get Tiny Siren of the Sea. If this were Nameless Siren, obviously we would not be able to do this. We're like, after turn 2, like once they've all incanted a few times, we're chilling. The problem is that through necessity, we have to play our game plan mid-floor, I feel, on the Divinity, or else we're just gonna get run over by... Put spines down here. We're gonna get run over by the Divinity sweeping us up, right? They're not gonna scale a ton, I don't expect. Although after we see the unit draft, my tone may change. We will see if the unit draft shows me something. Basically, if the unit draft shows me offering Monument, my tone will change. Because right now, you know, we're at like 36-ish on turn 4. It's not great. It's not bad, it's just not great. Although with Conduit, we do get to go all in. Although, yeah, we definitely don't play top 4 because we also have Conduit path. That's true. Good point. Correct. Okay. Like, long term, I feel like this run has a pretty well-defined setup here. Sure. And we're not incanting a non-amount. We're at 59 times 2 with the help of Steel Enhancer. Feel good. I'm pretty sure... So I can just play 3 Sirens, play mid-floor, take double draw. That doesn't seem bad. Probably Ancient Synergy is the best choice here. Or... No, it's probably just Unleash, right? Unleash, and then we're just sitting on Super Siren. Could do a Self-Infusion. We'll see what the unit is, right? Because also if it's Armor Shark, I could do this, and then... Yeah, if it's Armor Shark, that would be sick too. We'll see what the unit is. I'll probably change my mind a little bit on what I want to do here. Ancient Synergy, maybe? Maybe it's Ancient Synergy. Yeah, it's gotta be Ancient Synergy. I don't know, the healing seems underwhelming. Oh shit, it's offering Monument. I mean, I take it, for sure. It's insane. Sapwood, too. -2 energy. Give me offering Monument. I think that there's one unit I would pick over offering Monument, which is Armor Shark, and then we infuse it onto Siren and we go nuts. Even with offering Monument, I will take at least 1 draw. And I necessarily... I think it is necessary to go Duplicates, so I shall go Duplicates. Oh, So here's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking, especially with this unit banner, with Siren of the Sea, Titan Sentry, I feel like... Okay, follow me here. I think what we do is we take the Siren, we self-infuse, because we don't really need self-infused Hot Shark until the Divinity. So I could just do that here at the last Hell Vent, where I just dupe and put him in. And then yeah, okay, let's follow me here. We take the Siren, we infuse her onto herself. Hey, what else was here? Extreme Stone? Okay. We infuse the Siren onto the Siren. Yeah. We're at 40. I said I wasn't super confident in going to 55, but I am now because we're getting a really good effect here. Hey, it does say dupe. Huh. I didn't notice that this got truncated to dupe. That's pretty cool. But we'll just take a second one of those. And then that seems really strong. We'll take Conduit 2, and we will carry on. No Extreme Stone here. In terms of packed shards, we're at effectively 70 right now. Could go to 85 right before Arcus. We'll sort that out later. Get a steel shop here, we get a magic shop here, although it does conflict. Like, going to this magic shop conflicts a little bit with the duplicate strats. Maybe with the offering monument things have changed. And I just stay at 2 cent, maybe I stay at 2, but that doesn't seem right. You see what I'm saying here though? Because I don't have, if I skip this magic shop, I go to no magic shops until after Arcus. Is that bad? No, no. I go without armor 15 here. Let's see it. I think armor 15 is a bit of a risk, but let's see how it goes. Gotta be super careful with our offering monument here. It's fine. I have to be careful that I don't draw into a unit that I can't play with offering monument. I also don't want to waste too many incants on it. You're terrifying. Pull that to the front. Absolutely. Steel Enhancer is a free draw because it will get, like, it doesn't cost me a draw, if that makes sense. That should make sense. Him being -2 is fine. Okay, and so this draw order was really bad. Oh, 2 spikes. I see why he's taking 3. But, like, Steel Enhancer doesn't cost me a draw until the 3rd Steel Enhancer goes through. This is a Super Ultra run, I forgot to mention. It's a lot of incants. Steel Shops aren't bad for this run, because we want Endless on the Shark, and we want to give this thing more health, so that it can do more for our value. More card draw, as much card draw as I can get is excellent. We are also 1 cycle of life away from potentially just doing an infinite here. Worth considering. We have plenty of spells for Diligent Seraph. I feel great about this run. Last time I felt really good about a run, I did die. So, you know, be wary. I would not mind picking up a little bit of healing for this run. You can also do a lot with 1 Train Steward here. This Train Steward blocks 14. It's pretty good. Yeah, Train Steward saves a lot. Sick. Okay. I think that 4 and 5 are going to be the scariest combats because we're at higher pack shard numbers. We've got to do a lot of respect to pack shards. Yo, Glacial Seal. I could fit it. That's the strange thing. I could fit it on the floor. Preserve Thorns is 4 incants for 1. Card's insane. It's so good here. It's like, it's actually nutty how much value Preserve Thorns is with incanting. I definitely go Steel Shop here. The Trinket Shop is very tempting, especially since it lines up with Vortex. Remember, last time I was very confident and died, it was because I did not go to enough removals. And I have gone to 0 removals so far. If I go to the Steel Shop, I am destined to go to 0 removals, right? Wow, there's no removals in the next 2 rings? That's crazy. I'm gonna go right, then. I do really need the Steel Shop upgrades, though. It's tough. It's really tough. If I see double incants, obviously the right path is really good. But getting 4 removals is nice. Make the call. What do you want to do? Good question. It's close. It's really close. I think that I can just go left, though. I feel like a 1 plus 25 onto, or even just a large stone on the Offering Monument is so good. I'm tilted a little bit into going to the Steel Shop because large stone's really good, Endless is really good. Endless on the shark, of course. Hang on, I'm an infinite potential just came to me here. With Endless and Sapwood Essence, I think you could go forever. Even just 1 plus 25 is really good. So you put Sapwood Essence onto the Offering Monument to make its cost 0, and then you put Endless on it, and then you could just play. You just have 2 of them, right? And you have 1 on the. It's the molded infinite, but without molded anymore. Yo, you can do that with any. You could do that with Hellhorned and Awoken, right? That's kind of cool. What dumb thing can I do with Nexus Spike here, you think? Preserve Thorns plus Ancient Synergy is pretty good. I'm gonna do Nexus Spike. There's a few good ones. I feel like Ancient Synergy plus Urchin Spines is also kind of insane. This is just a wipe out a floor. Yeah, this card is 2 energy, kill a floor, basically. I wonder if you... Does the order that I clicked those matter? I bet it does. I bet I had to do that in the other order. I wonder how that works. We'll learn something here if that is how it works, because I have never been in a position where the order on those 2 cards could matter. But I might have made a mistake there. Didn't even think of it, I just clicked on them in alphabetical order. But it would make sense if it did work that way. I'm really excited to see that now. Huh. Remove 2 Train Stewards, we see Crystal Cloak, but Crystal Cloak isn't scary because of Endless. I will not respect Spikes because there's an artifact that's worth finding here. In this run, there's an artifact that is worth disrespecting Spikes for. It does feel concerning when your first turn is a do-nothing turn, like we just had. Obviously, like on turn 2, I think once 1 Siren goes down, we just cycle the deck. We just go. I should put those on Offering Monument. That's a mistake. I will grab the Collector here. Ah, classic mistake. I should stop drawing cards, I feel. Because if I hit the shark, we might actually end up in a lot of trouble. Press end turn. Does Tethys die here? Tethys does die here. Tethys doesn't die because of Urchin Spines. However, close. Careful, Tethys. Missing that 1 Siren doesn't cause me too much woe here. Mind you. Yeah, on a turn like this, it doesn't really matter. Big reveal, did I mess up this Nexus Spike? Also, they changed Nexus Spike, so it does... yeah, so you have to play them... It does. The order does matter. Cool. I mean, now I know. Lesson learned. Oh. Huh. Yeah, this is fine. It's not the end of the world, right? The card is a little worse, but it is still a 2nd Ancient Synergy, so it's fine. You know, it's exciting to me that I can still learn something in this game from time to time. Truly. That change where this thing's max health, the nerf they did to that card is a little sad. Where its max health counts, or it takes from current health instead of max health is what I mean to say there. Yeah, we have crazy high draw with the Preserve Thorns too. Holy moly, this deck's insane. No matter what, I'm happy with the outcome because we got to learn a cool new thing. It's not like that exciting, but it's one of those niche cases that you don't see all that often. I actually can't think of another time where the order would matter. There's probably like a world where you're putting a Reform card on there. Split Anvil does very little, but I will still click it. Skip here. Crystalline Seeds is struggling. That card's really rough. Ensnare is free and very good. I wouldn't mind a big heal in this deck though. I feel pretty good about just grabbing an Awake. I'd rather have Focus Growth though. Let's take a focus growth. The regen doesn't matter, so I'd rather have the +2 draw. Yeah, you can't stop me from going right here. I'm going to just make another Siren. Ah, we win the game. Like, we so win the game. We super win the game. We super win the game with Founding Seal. That's the high roll. That's the disgusting high roll right there. Dirty. Give me Bone Dog. Ugh. Looks like this episode will not be an hour. In terms of packed shards, I would like to go... I'm going to end up over on packed shards if I do the self-infused Hot Shark line. So I'll just crack open an artifact. Hey, Thorn Casing's pretty cool. Sure. I might end up... I'm probably not going to do the self-infused Hot Shark line, and I'm just going to make 4 Sirens. That's bad. I think making 4 Sirens is bad. I'm going to take space here. Yeah, I'm gonna take space here. I don't want to draw at 1. Like, at 1 energy, I don't want to draw a card. Too many Sirens. It's okay. I don't want to miss Preserved Thorns is the weird thing. Like, this is a good case for energy, but if I take energy, then I have... I think I need to... I'm doing a lot of thinking that that just doesn't seem like it's gonna matter a lot, you know? Let's just go through the motions here a little bit. The Ember Drain, like, energy is an issue until this point, and once we reach this point, energy is no longer an issue. Because our whole deck is free. And we cycle it too, ugh. I'm getting... The double incant weakens Offering Monument, but it's also fine because I get through the Offering Monument quicker. Yeah, that turn seemed good. These went from 20 times 2 to 98 times 2 in 1 turn. That does seem pretty strong. Incant Shard steals my thunder. Savage. Just press enter. You could, like, min-max a little bit, throw some spells somewhere. I don't need to. Please. My animations. Why? Given the state of this run, it is interesting. But I think I would have been better off, you know, obviously can't know this, but I would have been better off taking energy last and then space here, no draw. But how can you know? Of course the answer is you cannot. That's also a very minor optimization on what is a run that is going to get a very large number. Like, very, very large number. How we doing here? Well, Arcus took 850 on that turn, so generally pretty strong. I will fill this air right here with a little... I got some pretty cool stuff. We had like 6 or 7 people hop into the Discord voice channel because someone was playing the second run from yesterday's episode, like I said at the start, and it was really fun. It was really, really fun, and it got me thinking I should try to find a way to incorporate something like that with the community more. If you have any ideas for something I could do like that, please let me know. I died in 1 round. I like there's options for sure, but I had a lot of fun just sitting there riffing on a garbage run. Maybe like submit really bad seeds. Maybe you guys could submit me some really bad seeds that you've played and we could play them. That could be fun. Cycle of Life seems good. And I'm gonna take space. This deck has a lose condition, but it's a pretty niche case in which you lose this run, I feel. I'm gonna go ahead and go left and grab... Why was I worried about coming left? What did I want from the magic shop? Yeah, I don't really need anything. I'm gonna make Preserve Thorns free, I guess. I could have just gone to the steel shop, but I'm going to a steel shop next ring, and it feels like I should go to at least one magic shop on this run, but I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Let me know, though, if you have any ideas for something like that, where, like, if you... The concern I would have is that I wouldn't get enough seeds for something like this, but it would be really fun if I could. Let's just go. Maybe I'll make a channel in the Discord for it, and we can just like make a text channel that's like, hey, submit really, really bad seeds you've had here, and then we can do something with that. Just a thought. Because I would like to do some more community stuff, because I had a lot of fun just riffing on that run with a few people in the Discord. It was a great time. Cool. We didn't see both of the frontliners on the first wave infused, which is an excellent sign. Good tidings ahead. The Ember Drain should not hurt me that much here. I should not play spells. I should not waste draws. I should... Like, I know it looks bad, but we should hyperscale here. Like, it looks bad, I recognize, but we should, due to Mr. Monument, just superpower up on this turn. A shame about that cycle of life. We are, in fact, superpowering. Gonna replay Shark. I think the biggest bait is like just running through Offering Monument all at once. I think that's the biggest mistake here, and I should stop. I will stop. Also, I don't make another Siren here. That is incorrect, I am now realizing. I want to, instead of another Siren, nab a second Offering Monument. I have played this before. I am now realizing. If I put the Restore down, he lives at 1, I get 1 more draw. Or is it 2? Is it 2 or is it 1? How many do you get if he's at 1 HP? Oh, you get 2. Neat. There you have it. Oh yeah, and I have Split Anvil, so it did do something there. Cool, great work, Split Anvil. Yeah, second Offering Monument, you just don't play it, and then once you cycle through the deck the first time, you get it again, and you superpower, like you get to do this shit we're doing here a second time. And that also reconciles the fact that I don't have enough space. It's not a bad thing to do because I don't have... I don't know what boss it is, it doesn't matter though. It's not a bad thing to do because having a second of the unit is not a negative. It is a positive to have a second of a unit like that. Interesting that Split Anvil works that way with the cost reduction on Conduit Tethys. Where if the card costs 0 when you play it with Conduit Tethys, it stays... Or it doesn't get its cost reduced. Although I guess that makes sense because the card was 3. I don't actually know how that works, come to think of it. I'll keep my eyes peeled. That line that I just talked about, it makes perfect sense in my head, and that's probably absolute nonsense. The sentence I said there probably did not make sense. Engraft is okay. I don't dislike it because we are against Diligent Seraph. Having the card isn't bad. It's free. And it's a free incant, and it can knock out one of the Diligent Seraph hits. It's not a bad idea to stay higher on the numbers here. Yeah, give me plus 25. Sweet. I think the way that we could lose this run is, and it's very unlikely to happen this way, but if the bottom 2 cards of our deck are Offering Monument and we don't get them in draw priority, so we don't draw Offering Monuments until turn 5, I think we can lose this on the Divinity. I also have to grab 15 at the temple because things changed. What do you got for me? Give me Extreme Stone Glimmer. That's fine. That is absolutely a-okay with me. Channel Heart, I just don't feel like there's a reason to spend money on. There's not really a reason to spend money on any of this. Although Sigiled Seaweed, who doesn't love Sigiled Seaweed? If that silences one Purifier, it was a worthy pickup. None of these cards are bad. Like, it's actually fine to draw any of these cards, so I will just leave. I guess I should spend my money. There's no reason not to, so I will buy Tethys' Scales. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, if we don't see Offering Monument until turn 5 in this deck, I think we can lose. But the odds of that happening are extremely low. Yep, and it was worth. The Sigiled Seaweed has paid out. Thank you, Sigiled Seaweed. It also didn't draw Shark, so Sigiled Seaweed super helps. I don't have to be as cautious with my Offering Monument here. I will not play it, obviously, when I could draw into a unit that I then cannot play. The deck has a bit of a slow start thing going on, basically. Sigiled Seaweed is insane. I will stop pushing my luck. I don't want to take one. There's no reason to. This deck is just going to explode into action here on the next turn. Here's a Steel Enhancer. Wow. That did something. He was dying exactly. Now he dies exactly, but kills the backline. Neat. Right. So on this turn, we just explode into power. This is the turn. Keep track of how many incants trigger on this turn if you want to play along at home. The estimate is very high. We'll stay. Crystallis in. Oh. So if you... Okay. You see that there? If you play Crystallis at 2, well, you play Crystallis at 0 because of Conduit, but the card just costs 2, it does actually work in your favor with Split Anvil. Good to know. I was uncertain of how it worked. Now I know. I do take one, but Bone Dog will fix it, I believe. Cycle of Life just a little too late. I think we were at 10 HP at the start of this turn. Just Archon Spines, it doesn't really matter what I do. We don't have to worry about Diligent Seraph. His deck cycles a ton, and I have a lot of cards that are worthy of consume. I have all of my starting cards in the deck, so I just took damage for no reason. That one, yeah, that one's on me. I'm just kind of autopiloting this run. I don't feel bad about autopiloting. You can turn your brain off for this one pretty comfortably, I feel. I feel it's pretty difficult to find a loss here. This deck would be good with, like, you know what I would want to pick up on this run? I'd want to pick up, like, one Pyre Chomper. Obviously that can't happen, I'm aware, but this would be really a nice time for Pyre Chomper. Wouldn't it? Like, just think about it. I guess Engraft isn't free. It's +1 energy, wait a minute. With cheat and energy. You're lucky you're stealth, big boy. And then I cheat back into Vengeful Shard. And I could have gotten one more draw, oh no. Okay, I can stop whenever. I'm pretty sure I am in a end turn to win sort of situation. I'm just trying to get back to full HP, so I gotta cycle through my deck so I get the Bone Dog again. I can't accept taking damage here. I will not allow it. Yeah, the Nexus Spike thing is pretty wild. I had no idea. I had no idea. The one size thing is pretty cool. The second option, the one size that I took here. I've never had a run where I went, wait, this is insane. But it turns out making a carry one size, or -1 size, really strong. Crazy, huh? Like really, really wild how it happens. But you get a lot of flexibility with your units, which is nice. You can shift if you ever need to, which is important. I don't think it made a huge difference here, other than the fact that we get to have 3 of them. But if you had 2 of them, you would still be in the same position. I'm pretty sure this run, but with 2 sirens instead of 3, is still winning. I think this run with 1 siren is still winning, actually. Because our spells would handle the rest, but it's like, why would you put yourself in that position, right? It's a good question. We can even put the shark in here. RIP, buddy. Like I said, there's worlds where we lose this, but even in the worst of times, I think we're gonna be fine. It's be a good time. I've been mixing in a little off-topic discussion during the autopilot combats. I shouldn't autopilot this, but when we get into the press end turn, the end turn, I will do a little talking for you. Ah, cool. Good turn 1. Because I get to go into sirens here already. As long as I don't draw like 2 of a unit. I can play this focus growth actually. Oh hey. Hilarious. Put her behind. Good the focus growth here just to get the +2 draw for next turn. Getting off the damage shield is also fine. Okay. It's not even bad, it's just kind of funny, right? It said as long as ... and then the ... came true. You're a funny one, Monster Train. Real funny. Real clown, aren't you? Dang old comedian. I should play Crystallis first there. I'm generating too much value. It's hard to reconcile. I'm generating too much value. I should 3, 6, 9. So what I should do is I should pop down here every now and then. I should just get rid of a frozen land, so I draw. But like I don't have anything that I want to draw into, right? So I just play it for the. I do have something I want to draw into actually. It'd be good to draw into the siren. So, you know, I just pop down and play a spell every now and then. I'm not losing anything for doing this, right? I'm not like minus on incants for playing it this way. Pull this guy to the front, why not? Fuck this Shadewings. Does he die if I play this Frozen Lance, you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can play one more card up here first. I'll get back to the Siren eventually. He does die. Cool. Come down here, we'll do Frozen Lance. There she is. That turn, like, it mattered a little bit, but if I had just played that turn out absolutely horribly, I think we would still win. But I don't know. We may as well optimize. Why not? Discard. Could I have gotten the... I don't think I could have gotten to the focus growth play here, but, you know. On turn 2, because of the offering monuments, we have some pretty strong sirens. I'm not telling you they're overpowered, but they're pretty strong. Why does this happen? The 15 armor goes up, I guess, and he puts out 18 and then dies. The 15 armor blocks his hit. Okay. Interesting. I will Glimmer, because that should stop him from dying. Is that right? Yeah. The same situation. So I guess it doesn't matter. I don't know. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something here. Griftlands is releasing soon. I played a little bit of it today, and I'm going to... I'm not sure what I'm maybe gonna stream it just to get a little handle on it. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm looking forward to moving a little bit away from Monster Train. And by that I mean I'm looking forward to playing a game that isn't Monster Train on the channel. I think it'll be a good idea for me to do so. I'm very much someone who gets stuck in their ways, and so if I'm not careful, which I haven't been particularly careful lately, I will just stagnate and I will not play anything. I won't move off a monster train. So, you know, I'm gonna try and branch out and bring some new content to YouTube if you're excited for it or not. Hopefully you are. But I understand either way. Monster Train's not going anywhere, and if you're sad about the dip in Monster Train content, when they release the next DLC, I'll be right back. I'm confident that they're gonna keep putting out DLC for this game, and I will keep playing it, because it's been, you know, for all of our ups and downs, Monster Train's a great game. I'm very critical of it at times. Plink, looking at you, Plink. But this game's really good. Drops the sigil seaweed does not miss. Are you telling me Tethys came all this way to die? No. Do a quick recount in this run. Is this a run with 0 Tethys deaths in the DLC? Did we achieve a run with 0 Tethys deaths? I think we did. I don't believe it. Can you believe that? Huh. Crazy. Good work, Tethys. I mean, this run is being shown perfect Stygian units, conduit Tethys, and double incants. That seems good. But we also, I'm happy with this run because we got to learn something. We got to learn that we got to play this effect, the -1 space, and we got to learn about Nexus Spike. Many cool things, and we got this run done just in time. 51 minutes, beautiful. Could I have asked for a better run? I don't think so. Plugins, Doctor Imports. Hell yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.